Okay, it's time for another episode of Fennogami, Finnish themed origami. So today we're going to be making this, which is Ukonvasara. It is Finnish, uh, Finnish sort of weapon of the sky god Ukko or thunder god. It's basically the Finnish equivalent of Thor's hammer from Norse mythology. So this is what we're going to be making. This is a very small version. This is the one from this paper is going to be larger. So it's a pretty simple one to make. I put some decoration on this, but you don't really have to decorate it if you don't want to. It's just a little bit of extra on that one. But this is not really a very difficult one to make. So you can probably keep up. Okay, so first what we want to do is we want to do folds here that divide the paper in approximately 3 parts. Alright, there we go. Then you just open it up again and make a little fold here in the corner. And then just that bottom. Alright, and now what we want to do is we want to fold it here a little bit over the middle point of the paper. The middle point is here. We don't want to fold it like this. We want to fold it a little bit further from that, so approximately a third more from that point, and then you just fold it there. And then you fold to the folds that we made earlier in the paper, which are the 1/3 folds here. You want to do this corner fold here into that fold, so like this, and same here on the other side. All right. So now we got these folds. And now we can do a little bit, we can open this fold here and fold it here. So this is basically forming the hammerhead here. And then same on the other side. And this is of course the handle. So yeah. Okay, make sure that these folds are all clean here. Very nice. And now here you can just fold this up and after you turned it around, so now you have basically you have a standard hammer. So this is how it looks on this side, and this is how it looks on the other side. So This is basically a standard hammer form. Now, now what we want to do is we don't really want the hammer to look like this, because obviously we're trying to make the mythical Finnish hammer. So we want to fold this back. So as you can see, there is this space here. So you can fold it right here, and it folds naturally over the folds that we previously made. So this way, and then same on the other side. Very clean. Okay. So now our hammer looks something like this on the back side, and like this on the front side. So now what we want to do is we want to form the hammer head. So this already kind of looks like Ukonvasara, but not really. So we want this hammer head to be sort of quite round. So now it's only a little. It's kind of not really all that round. So what we want to do is we want to form it into as round as possible. So how we can do that is that we can sort of roll the fold here back a little bit on other key points where there's like edges. So I'll do that now. And then you can press on the edge to sort of round it out. It should like puff up a little bit. So it's okay if the head of the hammer puffs up. Well, it's fine, and it should do that. So it looks a little bit better like that. So all right, now it's a bit rounder. Okay, that's good. And this is how it looks on the other side. And then we buff it up a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm sort of pressing on the fold here while putting my finger inside the hammer head here, and sort of rounding it out. So same on both sides. All right, so now the hammer head looks, it looks better. So it's at least kind of round like it should be. So it's better than it was, and if you spend more time on it, it'll get even better. But yeah, it's not it's not really what I want to do now. So but yeah, it's generally speaking, this is kind of how you form the hammerhead, and then you turn it around back to the back side of the hammer, and now what we want to do is we want to make the handle of the hammer kind of a bit more narrow, because this hammer should not have such a like a large handle here. So on the back side, what we do is we press here on the back of the hammer, and we round it towards your finger. So it should be rounded in such a way that your finger can pass like this in the middle, and round it towards your finger. And then at the end, keep your finger here and press it. Then take your finger away and make this sort of a fold here. So I hope that sort of taught you something, because I don't really know what this fold is called, but just like this sort of fold is what you should have here. And then you can turn the hammer back around, and now you can freely control the handle size here. So now the handle has this sort of function here where you can now control the handle size. So now the handle size is sort of independent of the hammer, of the hammerhead here. So now you can mold the hammer's handle into whatever size you prefer. So let's just make it really thin here. So now the handle is quite thin, and the hammer is completed, basically. So this is how it should look like once it's done. And now, if you want to, you can then you can do this sort of decoration in the hammer that I did with the other hammer. It's not really necessary, but if you want to, you can. And yeah, this is Ukonvasara. It is a mythical Finnish weapon of the gods. So yeah, if you want to make it, now you know how to make it. Hopefully the instructions were helpful. It's not a difficult origami to make, so there you go.